Well, good luck with the coaches' picks this weekend. And now we're going to go back in time into the archives of the great sport of harness racing and take a look at one of the great races from the past.
The Hambletonian is held for the first time in the Midwest, the southern Illinois mining town of Du Quoin. 25,000 racing fans are on hand for the classic, with 21 3-year-olds competing. In a 2-horse final heat, Hickory Smoke and Hoot Song fight it out for the first prize money and the coveted trophy. Number 2, Hickory Smoke, goes into the lead. The Hambletonian has been a fixture at Goshen, New York for 28 years. Its westward move was news, and 5 heats today was news. And now Hoot Song tries to make news by catching Hickory Smoke. She's gaining. But her bid failed. Hoot Song has dropped back, and it's clear sailing to the finish line for Hickory Smoke, son of Titan Hanover, winner in 1945. A victory worth some $48,000. Big day for Hickory Smoke. Driver John Simpson and 2 happy owners.
Wow, another goodie, a blast from the past. Stay with us when we come back. We're going to go up to Woodbine Raceway and for some races to die for. It's the Breeders' Crown Elims. Don't go away.
And Temple of Doom striding strong for the front end.
Every day is a new experience at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs with a state-of-the-art casino floor, tantalizing new restaurants, high-energy nightlife, exciting new shopping venues, and more. It's all here and all for you. It's everything you're looking for.
Live evening harness racing is back. Experience the thrill every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays at 1 p.m. Don't miss a moment. Now through November 21st. Welcome to our world.
Hi, and welcome back to the show. As promised, we're going to go up to Woodbine Raceway for an annual event which is second to none, really, because it's the Breeders' Crown Elims. These are the championship races at the year's end, and there were terrific races went on up there. Let me give you the first one. Well, actually, Heather will give you the first one. This is for 2-year-old pacing fillies. It was contested at Woodbine on Friday.
Yes, and we're talking about the eliminations is what we're covering right now, because we're getting ready for the finals, which will happen tonight on Saturday.
Did you correct me, darling?
Just a little bit. So we've got 2-year-old filly pacers here. Fancy Filly's the favorite. She won the 3 Diamonds here at Chester in September.
George Teague?
Yep, George Teague.
Okay.
Western Silk, she's been kicking tail in the Ontario Sire Stakes lately. And full picture, this filly's mother's name is Heather's Western. So really, that's the only thing you have to know about her.
Here comes Fancy Filly with a rush. Fancy Filly on the outside, up to take over now. So Western Silk is about to lose her cover. She's second outside and driving. Backing away now from inside third goes Angie's Princess. The cover fourth belongs to Full Picture now. Jammed up at the rail is Ticket to Rod. She'll have to slip to the outside. Then to the outside of her is Canny Cammy. Further back Wenditions, and tipped out from last is Siri Hanover. 3/4, 124 2/5. Top of the stretch. And the lead belongs to Fancy Filly. Western Silk was able to duck into the helmet spot, and she tips right back to the outside now for McDonald. Here comes Western Silk on the outside, and she's raging with pace, trying to fight back Fancy Filly. Fancy Filly on the inside. Western Silk on the outside. Western Silk takes over with a 16th to go.
Western Silk comes from behind with driver Mark McDonald to win in 152-1. Fancy Filly raced great, but just got beat at the wire to take second. This was definitely a girl power race because Western Silk is trained by Casey Coleman, and Fancy Filly is trained by Brenda Teague, who is the sister of George Teague. Huge team there, brother-sister team. So I'm giving Brenda the credit for training this horse right here.
How'd the Heather horse do?
The Heather horse was third.
Oh, okay, there you go. Okay, next up, 3-year-old pacing colts, a lot of familiar names. They grab the spotlight. If I Can Dream, who upset Well Said in the Tattersalls at the Red Mile last week, went off at 3-5 with Teatrick. Dial or No Dial, your horse,
Yep.
went off at 5-1 for Sears. Mr. Wiggles with CC Driver was the 9-1 third choice. And here's Ken Middleton with the call.
Bay of Sharks a length in front. He's there in 123-1. Pocket sitting as they come into the stretch now. Mr. Wiggles, keep it real, trying to sustain his first overdrive. He's third outside. Inside fourth is Carnivore locked up. And here off cover, Teatrick flips out with If I Can Dream. Bay of Sharks is still there. Out of the pocket spot now comes Mr. Wiggles, and he's full of pace for Callahan. Mr. Wiggles takes over and drives off by 2.
Mr. Wiggles wiggled his way into a 2-hole seat, then outkicked 13-1 Bay of Sharks to win it in 150-2. Carnivore off at 18-1. was third. If I Can Dream, a well-beaten fourth. Now with a fifth race on Saturday, 3-year-old trotting fillies, here's Heather.
Yes, and here are 10 girls in here. Margarita Mama is the favorite at 2-1. Yersa Hanover has Tim Teatrick in the bike, and Windsong Soprano is actually the half-sister of Big Boy Lloyd, who we saw earlier in the show. Basically, it went down like this. Once Margarita Mama got her head out front, it was drinks on the house. The filly wins easily in 154-1 with Ron Pierce. Ice Queen, the longest shot on the board at 50-1, was second. Yersa Hanover finished third.
Okay, in the fourth race Saturday night for 3-year-old trotters, the public bet Elusive Desire down to 7-5, and the chalk did not disappoint, wiring a talented field in 155-1 for Paul McDonnell. Broadway Schooner with Sears, the 2-1 second choice, completed a chalky exacta of 1430, or as they say up there, exactor. Don't wear PJs. A 70-1 bomber for your guy Mike LaChance got third.
All right, and now I've got the 2-year-old colt trotters from Friday. Pilgrim's Taj is a favorite, even money. Also, check out here Grumpy Jake. I don't know anything about the horse, but I love the name, Grumpy Jake. Okay, so when they crossed the wire, Pilgrim's Taj did it the fastest in a 156-1 victory. Iron Mike LaChance, yes, my favorite driver, was in the sulky. Newport Bolo was second, with Wishing Solo taking third.
Okay, Friday's third was a Breeders' Crown Elim for 2-year-old filly trotters. Fashion Feline with Sears and Costa Rica Pierce went off 7-5 and 8-5 respectively, but this one was all bombs away all the way when the smoke cleared. Christiana Hanover, if somebody's near the mall, they might have bet that, went up at 33-1 with Steve Condren and just narrowly beat 67-1 Southwind Samurai and Campbell by a neck. Costa Rica was right there third. The exactor, for those keeping score, $1,204.40. Also, Monday at Harrington, they had a couple of limbs of the Bobby Quillen Memorial. Some familiar names won it in the first. Foiled again with Yannick Jingra won in 151 flat. Last quarter in 26-4. Mr. Big off at 1-5 on the second division in 153-1. They will hook up in the $300,000 final this coming Monday. We'll have it for you naturally right here on the show next week.
Yes.
The planes, the boats, and trains, we're out of time, babe.
Oh, can I just say one thing about the Breeders' Crown?
Sure.
Do you know who did the post position draw for the Breeders' Crown?
Who?
Warren Moon. Is that cool or what? Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
The quarterback?
Yes.
Neato.
I know.
Okay. For Heather Moffett, I'm Steve Ross. Till next week, have yourself a great time. Take care.